What is going on, guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. Today is the 28th of May. I have a couple of things planned today. I have a lot of meal plan and training program packages that I have to finish for a lot of new clients. Hitting a push session today, probably with my bro Rick, as you saw in one of the previous videos. So I'm going to be making some content for the YouTube channel with him. But first and foremost, breakfast time. Alright, so what we have here is the usual all-bran bowl. No eggs today, since I didn't really feel like cooking up the whole egg situation, so I might do that later today. But for my breakfast today, I have my all-bran bowl with bananas, obviously. Nutella sandwich with 25 grams of Nutella only. A black coffee and water to get hydrated. Alright, so I'm currently going to be doing some work on the computer and eat my meals, obviously. And one thing that I really started to love doing is writing down everything that I need to do for the day ahead of me, so that I can plan the things that I need to finish first, like for example work on my clients, since you know that is a priority of mine, and simply not having to plan everything out of my head, since you know as I'm getting more busy with everything that I have to do, sometimes if it gets a little bit too hectic, you tend to forget some things. So by writing it all down and having some sort of structure to your day, you can actually get a lot more done than when trying to do everything out of your head. So that is how the physique is currently looking at 85.5 kilograms. Alright guys, so for the next meal of the day, which is also my pre-workout meal, I'm going to be having a container of quark. This is 500 grams. It's actually a kilo, but I scooped out 500 grams yesterday, so that means there's 500 grams remaining, which is about, I'd say 45 grams of protein. So, big protein source, and along with that, I'll be having 125 grams of mixed frozen berries. Also, what do you guys think about this tank top that I copped yesterday from Zara? It's a little bit of a cut off right here, or I think that's a cut off, not really sure. So you can see some oblique action right here, and I think it's pretty dope, especially for summer, since as you can see, the weather is popping as of lately. So I see a positive trend in actually being a little bit more tan, since, you know, normally I look like a pack of milk. And bam, there we go. That's around 125 grams of mixed frozen berries mixed in with the quark. Very simple pre-workout meal. As you could see in the physique update that I put on in the beginning of this video, I'm pretty much getting leaner, or visually leaner, compared to the last time that I said I was ending my cut, which was around a month ago. So I'm weighing around 85.5 kilograms at the moment, and I'm aiming to get down to around 84 or 83.5 kilograms, since that's where I ended my cut last year, and I was pretty damn lean at that body weight. So I'm striving to get back there within around 3 or 4 weeks, and knowing from past experience that won't take me that long. So what I didn't mention in the previous clip is that I added in an apple just for some quick extra carbs before I'm hitting my workout, since I want to get some glycogen in the muscles. So I have, like I said, mixed frozen berries or mixed frozen berry medley, one giant apple, and 500 grams of quark. I think some countries call it cottage cheese or something. Not quite sure, but anyway, in the Netherlands we call it quark. And I also have another coffee with some sweetener and a lot of water to get hydrated, especially before the workout, so that everything flows nice and loosey-goosey. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the commentary over this workout. And I wanted to kind of go over the bench press training in this video, or the bench press footage, since I was totally not expecting this 120 kg bench for a top set of 5 to go up this easy. Now normally when I'm in a deficit, when I'm in a cut and trying to lose body fat, I kind of set a, how do you call it, baseline for my strength, which basically means that I'm not trying to up the weight and not trying to go down in weight, very obviously, but still, so that I can maintain my strength and not push too hard, which most of the time results in me hitting a plateau and kind of grinding my gears in terms of hitting an effective and enjoyable workout, since most of the time if I grind too hard and want to up the strength or up the weight too drastically while I'm in a caloric deficit, I notice that my energy really takes a toll. So anyways, I try to keep a baseline for my strength, but as of late, or as of the past couple of months since I switched to my reverse pyramid training, in which I work with percentages, my strength is still rapidly increasing, even though I'm getting leaner, eating fewer calories, and basically having a bit lower energy than normal, or when I'm in my lean bulking state. But as you can see in the video, the 120 kg basically flew up, and that's something that boggled my mind even during the workout, as I said to my buddy Rick. But anyway, I'm not going to be pushing any harder than this 120 kg, simply because I know that if I up too hard or too fast, even though I'm able to right now, I still don't want to grind my gears and have to drop the weight eventually, since I do want to get a little bit leaner and drop a little bit more body fat. So in case you guys haven't seen the full day of eating, I'm eating 2400 calories at the moment. This is a fairly low amount of calories for me, since I believe the last time that I had to drop down 2400 calories is around 4 or 5 years ago, to be honest. Like when I began lifting, and at the beginning trying to lose body fat and get shredded and leaner. So it's a pretty huge deal for me, and I had to get used to the low amount of calories at the beginning, but like I said, I want to step the game up and get to the desired amount of body fat, which probably only leaves me for around 1.5 up to 2 kilograms, as I get to the 83.5 kilogram mark. So I quickly wanted to just kind of update you guys on how the training is going. Everything is going up smoothly. The squat is at 175 kg. I'm slowly still rebuilding the deadlift, and I'm at 175 kg for a top set of 5 on the deadlift as well. The overhead press 80 kgs for set of 5, and as you can see in the video, 120 kg on the bench for a top set of 5. I'm also going to be doing a lot more vlogging, since I noticed that I've been slacking in the vlog game and not necessarily in the upload game, but more in the vlog game. So I want to kind of take you guys along with me as I strive to lose a little bit more body fat, and just show you guys the journey, even if it's just for a couple more weeks. Alright, and that is it for the quick little commentary, guys, and enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so I figured it was a pretty important topic to talk about this, especially since I just mentioned that I wasn't really happy with the end result of my cut. So I'm currently cutting again, and I'm aiming to get down to the level of leanness that I was at last year. And that is something that you have to reflect on yourself. Are you content with the level of body fat percentage that you currently have, or do you want to get a little bit leaner? Or are you content with the amount of muscle mass that you have, and perhaps would you like to get some more muscle mass before trying to cut down and get a little bit leaner? So you have to adjust your training and your nutrition accordingly to your goal. So if you want to lose fat, then obviously eat accordingly to lose fat, you know, in a caloric deficit. And if you want to gain some more muscle mass before cutting down, then eat in a caloric surplus in order to gain some more muscle and get bigger. Now what I see happening a lot of times, especially when summer is around the corner, is that people do drastic measures in order to get to the look or goal that they have for themselves currently. In terms of fat loss, a lot of people drop their calories like drastically. I'm talking like 1800, 2000 calories immediately at the start of their cut. And they immediately start to ask themselves, why am I not losing fat anymore? Dropping to a low amount of calories works for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then you have to drop the calories again in order to break through your fat loss plateau, which will happen guaranteed on every amount of calories that you will eat after a long period of time. You have to drop it again or add cardio, and when you're already at 1800 calories, you're not gonna be losing any more fat. You simply have no room to move. You know the saying, slow and steady wins the race? That is exactly the mindset that you have to have when you want to lose body fat or gain muscle. If you want to gain as much muscle as possible in a short amount of time, you know, people will end up eating a lot of calories, and what happens? They gain a lot of body fat, so they will have to cut for a long period of time. And that's kind of a vicious circle that a lot of people fall in. They gain a lot of weight really fast, and they want to lose a lot of weight really fast. And none of the two are actually optimal. So the best thing to do is to slowly build up your caloric intake in order to gain muscle, like on a slow manner. And then once you're ready to cut, slowly but surely and gradually decrease calories so that you will lose fat and look shredded and keep your muscle mass. So slow and steady does eventually win the race. Alright, and that is all for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it really helps out the channel grow. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.